Hello guys, I'm PASTRY here, and I'll just get straight to it. So folks, this is another Jamaican favorite pastry, and it's called Gizzada. And what it entails is coconut seasoned up in a very thin crust. So I'm just gonna get straight to it, folks. So right now, folks, Gizzada, what you need to do, you have to have your flour, and make sure your flour, I keep my flour in the fridge, in the freezer anyway, when I open a package, because that way it prevents, even though we're in a cold country, it prevents from getting, weevil or whatever, and it stays fresh. So make sure your flour is cold. So I'm working with 2 cups of flour right now. I'm saving it, and as usual, folks, if you save your flour, you get such a better result in baking. And I'm using a third butter and shortening together, and that has to be freezing cold, folks. So don't take it out the fridge until you're ready to use. The butter has to be cold, very cold, along with the shortening. So it's a third, but I mix them together, some butter and some okay, and we're gonna use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, and right now we're gonna add the butter and the shortening. See, they come out in cubes. So this has to be very like this, and you're gonna use it right away, because the whole idea, you use it while it's and you're gonna be using cold water. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, folks, I'm just mixing it, just like when I have a video up there on how to make patty. The same, almost the same process for the crust. So you got to work in the butter and the shortening in the flour till it's very fine. I could have done it in the food processor or the standing mixer, but I just want to get some exercise with my hand and dexterity. So so you just make sure you do it till it's fine. The butter is fine within the flour. I normally put a towel here to put my thing on so it don't slide away. Put my bowl on. Yeah, so there's my towel. Put my bowl on. I have a plastic mat, but this is closer. So I'm working in the butter and the shortening in the flour right now with the salt and everything, and get a very, very smooth mixture. Make sure when you feel it all because you're using the butter frozen, right? So in cubes. So, and you can't use melted butter, it won't work. You need and like I said, keep your flour in the fridge cold or in the freezer. You need cold, everything cold in this in most pastry, cold. So I'm just breaking up. Like I said, you could also use your you could also use a food processor or your hand mixer, your stand mixer. Okay, but I'm trying to get it all nice and smooth, because when the dough is done, you don't want to see a big chunk of the butter shooting out, or and I'm using butter, folks. I see most people use margarine, but I don't use margarine. I use butter with more flavor, and it's better on your health. Margarine. Okay, so I'm working all of this out. Okay, so I'm gonna use about because this, okay, about cold water, folks, and it's gonna be about a 1/3 cup of water, because you're not looking for you're looking for a mixture that is gonna be pulled together but not wet and sticky, like when you're making your dumpling. You just want to make sure you get it together. And right now I don't feel any of the lump of the butter or the shortening, so that's all incorporated in the butter, so that's good. Yeah, Gizzada is another popular pastry in Jamaica, just like you have coconut drops and all of that, toto, and all of that. We're famous for our pastry and all of that, folks. So Gizzada, I've done it a few times. So this is where you want to get the flour, and you don't want to knead too much. You just want to get it together like this. Yeah, get it all everything just combined together. And folks, you know, make sure you wash your hands. So, because this, I wouldn't use a glove. So, but as long as your hands are clean, yeah, whether you're doing it for yourself or anybody else, always wash your hands. So, you see what I'm working with here, folks? Yeah. See, that's it. Everything just comes together. Okay? That's the whole idea. Yeah. So, what I'm going to be doing next, folks, my countertop is clean, so I'm going to be, putting on a bit of flour and just give it a little bit of knead and put it in a nice piece of saran wrap and put it in the fridge. And while I do that, at the same time I will be, while it's there sitting, I'll be doing the filling for the gizzada. Just putting some flour on the surface. And so folks, what I'm gonna be doing right now is I'm just gonna, couple of times, you don't want to knead it and knead it out, okay? You just wanna, yeah, work it up, work it in, yeah. Because then you're gonna have a hard, so basically this is what I'm doing right now with it. Just a few times like this, okay? And then folks, we're gonna have it in a ball, nice ball. And folks, now I'm gonna put it in a piece of paper. And then wrap it and put it in the fridge for about half an hour. I could have done it at a time, but I just wanted to see how it's done. So right now, I'm just gonna wrap it and put it in the fridge. Make a ball. That's a nice ball. Put it in the fridge, folks, and some saran wrap like this for about a half an hour. And then in the space of that time, I'll be cooking. I'll be doing the filling for the So I'm gonna put it in the oven, in the fridge for half an hour. Okay. Sorry about that. What up in here? Okay, so I just have to clean the counter off because I will be. I'm gonna need to do this later on when I make the But for now, I need a clean counter. Okay. Okay guys, and in the filling you could use real coconut, and if you could use unsweetened shredded coconut. So today I'm just doing unshredded. I'm using shredded unsweetened coconut because what I find, like I do it both ways, folks. So what I find with the shredded unsweetened coconut is that your gizzada come out with a very fine, smooth. I'm not saying it doesn't work with the real coconut, but it gives it such a nice texture. So I do both. So today I am doing this is the unsweetened shredded coconut I'm doing today, and it's about 3 cups. I'm gonna leave everything in the description, folks, so you'll all see it. Okay. So the stuff I'm going to be using, I'll be using 3 cups of shredded coconut, and that's the unsweetened one. 2 cups of sugar, and I'm using coconut sugar. 2 cups of coconut sugar. You could use cane sugar, and I'll be using vanilla some salt, almond extract, and coconut milk. And I'll be using coconut milk from the tin. And that's a good brand I'm using, folks. So, yeah. And also, here, folks, I'll be using, these are the spices. And these are so very important. I have here some cloves. I'll give you the number in so a little bit of salt, some cinnamon, some allspice, and ginger is a must. And this is fresh ginger I made myself. My ginger powder I made myself. So and nutmeg. So those are the spices there we're gonna be using. Now we have the sugar and the coconut, and some vanilla, and some salt. Okay, so we're gonna put the pot on right now. And if you're doing, when you're doing the real coconut, folks, you can use water to cook it, but I'm using, you know, the shredded coconut, so I'm using I think you could also use a coconut milk, but it's better if you use water with the your fresh coconut. So I'm using coconut milk with this one. I'm just getting the coconut milk ready. I like to rinse off my cans. And this is one of the best brand, folks. This is like 100% coconut, and this one is called ROD coconut, and it's like totally coconut. There's nothing in there. No, you don't see any kind of a stuff telling you that they used to preserve it. It's pure coconut. It's thick, rich, and so this is the only one I use if I'm not using my real coconut. AROD it's called. And I'm using a tin. And that should be about, I think almost about 2 cups. I'll see. But the recipe just called for to use a tin or 2 cups of coconut milk. Or water, 2 cups of water. Like I said, if you're doing the real coconut, I would suggest you use the real water for that. For the real coconut. Because, well, anyway, because it's a real coconut you're using already. Okay, so what we have here now. So we're gonna, I think it's about, let me measure and see. Yeah, folks, this is the 1 tin of coconut is almost, yeah, it is 2 cups of coconut. So basically 2 cups of coconut milk you're gonna be using. So I'll put that in the pot, coconut milk. So I'm using unsweetened coconut flakes, folks, and 2 cups of coconut milk, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and all the other spices are there already. And also, folks, if you like rose water, you know, well, you know, I'll put all of that in the description, okay? So you can add that, you know, a little bit of rose water. But I find you have to be careful when you use rose water, folks, because it is so strong. You know, so I don't use it a lot. I find vanilla and some almond extract is just as good. So folks, this is all the allspice. We have cinnamon, we have nutmeg, and ginger, and the salt. So everything is here. So I'm putting all of that in. I'm also gonna be putting in the 2 cups of sugar, and I'm using coconut sugar. I'm gonna start, and now I'm just gonna add I'll be right there, folks. Okay, I'm just gonna add the vanilla. And I'm using pure vanilla extract, folks. So it's so nice. And that is, I'm going to use a tablespoon of vanilla. And I'm going to use a 1/4 teaspoon because these stuff are very strong, folks. of almond extract. So I'm not using too much. Just about a quarter teaspoon of that. And folks, I'm just mixing all of that. Let the sugar start to dissolve. And folks, it smells so good, all those spices. Very nice. Nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, ginger. Everything is there, folks. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dissolve. Okay, and I'm gonna add the shredded coconut right now, and I'm using 2.5 cups, I think. Yeah, 2.5. I put that. So this, folks, is gonna cook right down, and when it gets to the point that, you know, I don't see any moisture, all the moisture is gone, then so this is gonna be cooking for about 10 minutes on a medium heat for 10 minutes. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far, folks. That's the coconut. Yeah, this is real coconut also, folks, but this is just dried. I got this in the health food store, so this is organic. Yeah. So folks, that is gonna cook for 10 minutes, and when that is done, I'll come back to roll out the dough, and we just take it from there. Okay, all right. All right, guys, you're back, and I started to roll out the dough. So I'll just this is my first one here I did. And right now, guys, I've been challenged because my oven is not working. I have to get that fixed. So I'm using my toaster oven. So it's gonna be a slow process. So this is the size I'm doing them, guys. So all I do, you're gonna bring them up like this, off all the way around, like that. Okay. You're gonna make sure they're deep enough so the filling can hold. Okay, like that, all the way around, up like that. So you know the filling will be able to stay in, like that, all the way up. And then, guys, it's your pinch, your hole, and your pinch. That's how you get that design, your hole and your pinch. Put your finger in between, and your pinch, your hole and your pinch, and that's how you get your Gizzada design. And they don't have to be the same size, guys. Okay. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put them in the oven for a few minutes, and then take them back out and brush some milk on them, and then I had the filling and put them in. They only take about 10 minutes to bake. So this is my design here, guy. So that's the second one I've done. So I am gonna, yeah, roll out. And like I said, guys, they don't have to be all the same design, size. So it's gonna be a slow process because I have to get my oven fixed. And these oven, folks, these are all, what do you call it, high-tech. So I have to get somebody coming tomorrow to see what's done, what's happened to it. The stove on top still work, but the oven, no go. And I've done so much thing in the oven when I cook, folks, so that for me is like not a good thing. So I'm just rolling out these ones. You want to make sure you have enough flour. So these ones are done already, and like I said, I'm gonna put them in the oven for a few minutes, and then when I take them out, I put some milk on them, then I put the filling, and they go back in for another 10 minutes. Okay. This is where I work out. Yeah, doing the pastry. Okay, and I'm using my, yeah, to cut it. This is just using this size to cut it. This is my my lemon juicer. It's a glass one, so yeah, this is the size I want to get for all of them. So just put that some flour. And you know, when you finish, folks, you can just wrap up the dough and go again. You don't throw out anything. It's not sharp enough, or I'm not using enough elbow. Okay, so you want to make sure wherever you have them, you have some flour down. Yeah. Okay. Then another one. So I think I can get another one out of this. Oh yeah, okay. And then I'll just roll up. I have some more dough here, so that's what, 2, 4. I want to get 6, one more. Let me just, this one, I'm pretty sure I can get another one from this. I have some more dough there, but that's for later. I have some flour down here, stick to. Yeah, this one will make 6, so I'll go with this for now. The rest of the dough I'll just keep in the fridge. Let me see how this one can get another one from this. Okay, so I have 6 here. This one, hold on to them. Okay, folks, so basically, just gonna bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. And like I said, they're not gonna be all the same size, so I'm just gonna pinch, 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 pinch. Some of them you can just, some people just do them straight. They don't make the pinch or anything like that. So it's not, well, you know, it's just like it gives it a shape. Okay. Okay, and that's another one. I don't want to make them too big, you know, just small and neat. And folks, you know, these in the store you get, I think 1 and 2 in a package for all. They're very expensive, folks. You know, you get them in the store. 2 in a package is like, ooh, maybe a couple dollars, $4 or $5. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. But if, you know, and those, some of them are in the store for, you know, a while. When you heat them, sometimes the coconut actually tastes rancid. Not knocking anybody, but sometimes it's nice to know to do things to make it for yourself. Pinch, pinch. And I have some milk there. I'm just using some evaporated milk to the bottom. And also, folks, for the filling, when you're doing your filling, and when I was cooking up the filling, I had some maple syrup, about a tablespoon. What that does to it, it keeps the coconut from going dry, from getting dry. Honestly, I learned that trick, and it's really, really good, guys. So you just had a tablespoon of real not pancake syrup, folks, real maple syrup, okay, into the filling that you're doing. And it keeps the coconut from, you know, getting dry, so you can have it for a while and your coconut. So these are small ones, folks. This what you want. They are not gonna come out to the same way, folks. So okay, I have 6 here. So now what I'm gonna do, folks, I am gonna, because I'm using my oven, my toaster oven, it's not a conventional, so it's gonna be a slow process. So folks, what I'm gonna be doing with them right now, I'm just gonna be putting some milk on the back of them, just, you know, a little bit of milk, and put them in there just for a few minutes. Then I take them out, and then I had then I'll add the fillings to them and put them back in for 10 minutes. Okay, so just put on a little bit of the milk on it, brush it on, and put them in. I can only put, let me see if I could hold a 6 right now. It'd be so nice, folks. I take my home, yeah, because otherwise they're gonna get dried out. Okay, folks, and I'm gonna put them in there for a few minutes. I hope they come out okay, folks. 10 minutes, and I'm using my toaster oven because my oven is not working. I have more, but I can do those later on. I just want to do these for the videos. Hopefully they come out okay. I make them a few times and they came out pretty good. So a few minutes, I'm gonna leave that in. So in the meantime, folks, I'll show you what the filling turn out like. It's thick and nice. There's a filling here, and here's what it looks like. See? See? Very thick and nice. And this has to cool down. It should be cool by now. Still, yeah. Wanted to cool down a bit before I see some heat is still coming out of it. So folks, I'm gonna let it cool down. Then I shall return. Okay? Alright. So guys, I'm back, and I'm just gonna add the filling to them right now, and then stick them back in the oven. Okay, I hope I get it good here, because like I said, I am not working with my oven. That's the toaster oven. Okay, I'm just putting in the fillings, and then they're gonna bake for about 10 minutes, but they're pretty easy to be done, to be baked for about 10 minutes. And it might be a tight squeeze, folks, because I'm trying to put all 6 of them in. Just yeah, so we'll see. In the hand is the taste that matters. And you know me already, if this video don't show good, I ain't gonna put it up, so so there you go, you won't see it. The filling with the ginger, folks, oh my god. And it's fresh ginger, because the ginger I made from scratch. Guys, it tastes so good. All you could taste is that, all the spices and the ginger. I forgot how good Gizzada tastes. So guys, they're gonna go back in right now. The coconut tastes nice too, folks. They shred the coconut. You see, it cooks very fast. It's soft. Okay, I'm gonna put them back in now, folks, for 10 minutes. Okay. So in 10 minutes, I'll see you guys with fresh Gizzada. So guys, this is the finality of the Gizzada. And you know what, this is our spin on it, my spin on it. Everybody does their stuff differently, and I've made them a couple times. And what I also do, folks, I do a few of them with a couple maraschino cherries on top, and that gives them a nice flavor. So, and we have some plain ones. And folks, they're, you know, in different shapes, different size. And that's what it's all about. We can't all look the same. We don't all look the same or say the same. So I like, you know, variety. And that's what happens. So folks, this is my take on, and these are going to a friend of mine, for the kids. Having some party for the kids. So that's where they're going. So folks, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Big up everybody. Fire, big up yourself. Marian Miller, big up yourself. Deacon, big up yourself. And Evelyn, big up yourself. Manners and respect. Okay, guys? So have a good one. Peace.